So obviously this is going to be the gender reveal and my 20-week update together. There's kind of a lot to talk about, so bear with me if this is super long. I'm going to try, I didn't want to make two separate videos. So, first off, I'm going to talk about the gender, because I know that's probably what everyone wants. So things didn't work out exactly how we wanted. And I'm going to try to summarize this as fast as I can. One, we were supposed to take the cake, the gender cake, to my husband's sister's house. If you don't know from watching my wedding vlogs, my sister-in-law is, she has cervical cancer. Well, it's not really cervical cancer anymore. She has cancer everywhere in her body, and she's really fighting just to stay alive right now. And she wasn't as well as we had hoped she would be at this point. Things kind of went downhill really fast for her. So I was really bummed that we were not going to be able to take it there, because they actually had the priest there on that day. He came kind of on a spur-of-the-moment thing. He came and he was doing the anointing of the sick. If you're Catholic, you probably know what that is. But so we didn't want to take it over there, and that is just not, like, it would have completely altered the mood, which we didn't want to do, and I didn't want to offend anyone. So I was really upset. I actually even cried. Because I was a little sad, but my husband was like he always is, the strong one, and told me, you know, that's okay, we can cut it somewhere else, la 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 la. So I cheered up a little bit. We went and to cut it somewhere else. Now, when I ordered the cake, I ordered it through a girl that I've known for a long time. She does cakes on the side, kind of like as a side business. And I asked if she's ever done a gender cake before. She said she had, so I didn't feel the need to explain to her what a gender cake is. So I kind of left it at that. And my idea of what I was expecting was the outside of the cake to not say anything, or you know how they have like the clever little he or she, I don't know, la la la. And then you cut it, and on the inside it's either pink or blue icing, or the cake is actually dyed pink or blue. I ordered a chocolate cake, so I would assume the icing in the inside would have been pink or blue. So when I went to my anatomy scan, it was at the same hospital that I do all my appointments, and that I had my daughter at. Same hospital. The service is really weird there because it's kind of in the lower level, so I didn't have any service on my phone. Now, we had told her originally that, I'm talking about the cake person, we had told her that we were going to text her from one of our phones, the gender, and then I would call her, because I didn't want to look through my phone to see the gender. I didn't want to look at my text messages and accidentally see it, so I told her I'd call her after the fact, and we'd pick up the cake when it was ready. So we get there, and I actually text her from my husband's phone, and I said, oh, I don't have service here, so we're going to text from my husband's phone. But when we got into the anatomy scan, the ultrasound tech was extremely nice. She was the best ultrasound tech I've ever had with any ultrasound I've gotten for anything. She said that for legal reasons they're not allowed to text, but she would put it in an envelope, and then my husband's like, oh, it's fine. He actually works down the street from the hospital, so he said, oh, it's fine, I'll take it to my job, I'll take the envelope to my job, and I'll have one of them text and delete it, because obviously it just worked out better that way. So I said, oh, that's fine. So then, you know, we're going in there, we do the anatomy scan, she does the gender, we take it to my husband's job, they text the girl. They text her from my phone, because we were obviously outside and now we had service. So she texted from my phone, she said the cake was going to be ready in 30 minutes. So I said, that's fine, whatever. So then I text her again from my husband's phone asking for the address, because I still didn't want to go to my text messages. Even though they said they deleted it, I still didn't want to accidentally, you know, I don't know, I was just being paranoid. So they text the phone, we go to pick up the cake. So when we go to pick up the cake, she pulls the cake out of the fridge, and it is a certain color, and I'm like, why is it just that color? And I read the cake, and I'm like, oh my god, she put the gender on the outside of the cake. So me and my husband found out by her taking the cake out of the fridge what our baby was, and she was like, oh, I thought because you text from your phone that you knew, and I was just like, oh my god, like it was just a mess. And I was like, oh, it's okay, and I was fine. Like I was too happy in the moment after finding out the gender that I didn't care. But later on in the day, I was like, wow, that really sucked that that's how we found out. Like we were just looking at each other and we're like, wait, that's what we're having? And she was like, what? You didn't know? It was just super confusion, and it was so irritating. I was so frustrated that that's how we found out. But that is how we found out. So after that whole story, the cake came out, and it's a girl. I was super shocked because I was convinced in my mind that it was a boy, because this pregnancy that I've had is completely different from my daughter's. And I was convinced that that was because I was having a different gender than I had the first time. But no, I am having another princess in my life. I was happy either way. You kind of know when you get pregnant that there's a chance you're either going to get one or the other. So it wasn't like I was totally like, oh my god, shocked. But I was still shocked because I was so convinced that it was a boy. And I was like only a little sad that my husband still doesn't get his boy. But I mean, why would I be unhappy about a perfectly healthy baby girl? So we are having a girl. That's the big gender reveal, and it was really crappy how we found out. But I just ended up calling like my immediate family after and telling them, and everybody was pretty happy because we are naming the baby after my husband's sister. So her name is going to be Jennifer. At this point, her name is going to be Jennifer Gianna, but that's not set in stone yet because the middle name is what, it is hot in here. The middle name is what we had the hardest time trying to figure out. But so far that, I'm sorry, let me just fix this because it's annoying me. So far that is what we have. So that was it for the big gender reveal. As far as the anatomy scan went, from what I can see, it went fine. It went fine. I will show the ultrasound pictures probably in week 21 because they are in my living room right now and I don't feel like going to get them. So I have to stop this video and I don't want to. So, yeah, we're going to go to the park right now. So, that is it for that. The baby has really, really long legs. She has extremely long legs, just like her sister and just like her father. I was unfortunately not blessed with long legs at all. I'm an extremely small person, and I think my girls will be too, but that's perfectly fine. My husband actually cried because he claims that he wanted a girl this whole time. He had said from the very beginning, from the day I found out that I was pregnant, that it was a girl. So he kind of, I don't know, he had the intuition this time. But he cried because we're naming the baby after his sister, and for obvious reasons that makes him emotional. But I have another doctor's appointment, I think, on like September 11th. It's in quite a few weeks. I think it's my 26th week appointment. I know I'm doing things a little backwards right now, but I'm all over the place. I have probably 0 symptoms this week to talk about. My tailbone back pain has not shown up in quite some time, which I'm so happy to see it gone. My acid reflux, same thing. Well, actually, I have been getting it like often, but not. You need to go potty? Here, go potty. Come here, Maya. But anyway, so the acid reflux is it's bearable right now than it was before. It doesn't happen at night, which I will take it happening a million times in the day before I take it at night, because that is the worst, trying to go to sleep. Sleeping, however, is, if you've seen how many pillows I slept with on the bed, you'd be amazed. I'm hot as, I couldn't even explain to you how hot I am at night. I hate living in California. I hate the heat. I absolutely hate it. It is hot all the time, and at night I am just baking. I feel like a chicken in the oven. But sleeping is already getting uncomfortable. I already feel huge, even though people tell me how tiny I am. I try to explain to them that I'm a tiny person, so it's just not going to happen where I have this massive belly. It's just not. What else has changed symptom-wise? That's it. I have really, no symptoms. I'm in that, I have my energy back. I just feel good right now, and I'm so blessed for that, and I am so blessed to have another princess in my life, another diva, like her sister. So my doctor's appointment's coming up. I think that's it. Wow, I talked really fast. I can tell because I'm out of breath. But I think that's it. I have to talk to him about this, which you can probably tell is, like, if you can tell the difference, like, it's extra skin right here, and I think they say sometimes it's breast tissue from your boobs growing, and from, but it really is annoying me, and I'm really self-conscious about it. That's why I'm always holding my arm like that. That's also the same arm I had that small lump on, so I'm going to have to get that checked out. Other than that, I mean, there isn't really anything else. I think we have pretty much talked about it, talked about everything. If you have any other questions, please let me know. Yes, I broke the chain. I actually found out that another girl I watched, her name is Be Yourself, she just posted her video today. She's having a boy, so I totally broke the chain. I don't know anybody else that's having a girl. So I'm the lucky one with 2 princesses in my life. But I think I'm just going to show my belly now, and then that's it. Speaking of showing my belly, I have officially hit the stage of nothing fits, and my belly button has already popped out, which is so sad. But I'm going to try. I'm really, really short, so if you can't hear me, I'm sorry. But this is all belly. So I have definitely gotten bigger. I obviously look pregnant now. I don't just look fat, but there's my belly button. This has to go very soon. I'm just procrastinating. But that's it. I know I look crazy right now. I do not wear jeans because they're so uncomfortable, so if I'm ever wearing jeans and I come home, I immediately take them off. Just because this is what I'm comfortable in, so this is what I'm going to stay in. I will see you guys next week for week 21, and I think that's it. So I'll see you guys next week. Bye!